What do you mean I'm bad? You don't really know what you're doing. Lol, get trolled. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, slightly different than from my usual tip videos. This time, this video will be separated into chapters. With that out of the way, I need to tell you guys something. I've heard from a very reliable source that only 99% of you are subscribed. I know, it's so true. If you don't want to be that 1%, kind of weird if you are, make sure to subscribe so you can be gaming. Anyways, let's move on to the video. Before you can even play 079, you must first learn the basics of the game. First off, make sure you have a PC. You have one? Good. Next, you need a brain. Wait, you don't have one? Well, here, take a spare one. It's a little smooth, but it should suffice for now. Last, you need a good team. This is one of the hardest things to do, but I have a 100% foolproof method of getting a good team. You ready to hear it? Communicate. Yes, I'm serious. That's the whole thing. It's all you need to do. Your smooth brain should be able to handle that. Once you do that, go to settings, go to gameplay, and click on the box for SCP-079 toggle view mode. This will let you swap between using your mouse to move the camera and interacting things with the room. Now you're ready to play 079. Wait. What do you mean I didn't cover everything? Oh, right, that reminds me. I need to talk about why 079 is important. You may think that 079 is too boring, or he's uninteresting to play. Just shh. No, stop talking. Want to know why? Because you're playing him wrong. There are a few reasons you may think this way. One, you have the wrong mindset when playing him. As 079, you don't want to have a negative mindset, because then you are about as useless as a PC to the team as an AFK one. A good mindset is one where you're more focused on helping your team, instead of helping yourself. You should still be focused on getting XP, but I'll talk about that. If you know what you're doing, 079 can be one of the most powerful SCPs, one of the most fun to play, at least in my opinion. Expanding on what I said earlier, communication is one of your most powerful tools, and using it to the fullest extent and will help you have more fun playing this perfectly balanced SCP. Always be asking where people are, don't be annoying about it though, and try to help them at all times. Make plans with your team, coordinate, etc. Do whatever you need to help you and your team win. Here, I will be covering everything you will be doing during a game and what you might be able to learn or improve on, so stick around to the end. Here's exactly what you need to do to win. Note, this is just a playstyle I recommend using. You can go to the wiki and learn your own playstyle, but this is sort of just to help you find your own playstyle. But anyways, first, gather some information. It's best you know how many SCPs you have and what they are before doing anything. Once you know what SCPs there are, try to stick to one to follow. Multitasking different SCPs is not a good way to play. You may think, well, why wouldn't I do that? Wouldn't I be helping my team? Well, when you multitask, you are losing opportunities to earn a consistent amount of XP. I'll cover XP later. For now, just worry about helping one SCP. Usually a good one to help at the start of the game is SCP-173. If you have no 173, then go to the next most reliable SCP. Usually 049 or dog. Once you are following someone, do what PC does. Doors. Doors are your friend as SCP. Use them. If you have 096, tell them to try not to destroy the doors, because if you do, then you can't do anything. Anyways, lock the doors so they get cut off and the SCP can catch up and kill them. Boom. Easy XP. Speaking of XP, the way it works is that each class has a different amount of XP given for a direct or assisted termination. Most of the time, you'll be getting assists, as unless there's a choke point with a Tesla, you're going to be relying on your team for kills. And speaking of choke points, so like maybe entrance, there's a straight hallway and the only way through is through a Tesla. You can camp that. Anyways, the amount goes as follows. You gain 60 XP from Scientist or SCP Termination Assist or Direct Kills. You gain 35 from Class D Terminations, 30 from Nine-Tailed Fox and Facility Guards, and 20 from Chaos Insurgents. Your plan should be to get at least Tier 2 in the first 5 minutes of the game, so before spawn. Otherwise, you will struggle to do things later on. Once you are Tier 2, however, you'll be able to black out rooms. This is huge for 173, as early game, most people won't have flashlights, so if you are Tier 2, use this option. It appears as a warning icon, usually in the middle of the room, so when you can, click it, and it'll black out the room and lock the doors. No SCPs can open locked doors, so yeah. After this, just go about helping your team, and you should be tiering up relatively fast. Aim to be at least tier 3 or 4 by the time MTF spawns. If not, get there during that wave. Moving on, make sure to keep at least 3 generators off, as any more will be getting too close to being contained. If you do end up with 1 generator, find it and camp it with an SCP. Speaking of, if you only have 1 or 2 SCPs left, try and camp some rooms, as this will help you survive longer. Let's see what you've learned. Do you A. Multitask and help all of them? B. Choose one to follow and help? Or C. Leave the game because you don't like playing SCP? Correct! Good job, you earned a gold star. Anyways, some final notes before we end the video. One thing you need to know, I'm making this sound easy, but it is a little complicated, so make sure to practice. That is the most important thing you need to do to get better. Thank you for helping me. I never really was on your side. No! As always, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as this helps spread the video around and gets it into the recommended. If you enjoy the content I do, make sure to subscribe as well, as I'll be making a lot more of these tutorials, as well as a big video coming soon, TM. I love making these, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. This has been your SCP teacher, disconnecting.